Sounds like somebody's being attacked.
I think it was me putting my headset back on. I realized I had carrot cake in the car.
Carrot cake. It is the Vicks.
Back.
Okay, now that everyone's back and I don't have a mouthful of carrot cake.
Mmm.
Yes.
Really good too.
Oh, that sounds so good right now.
So, you all are heroes for today. And everyone is grateful and, you know, even Finn Dazzle walks up and he's congratulating you boys on doing a fine job. And he's like, why don't you come by and have dinner with me tonight when we all pull in and circle the wagons. There's nothing for you to bark at.
Dinner does sound nice. Thank you for the invitation.
Ratmek's tail twitches back and forth. He gives a slight nod.
Cal just gives him a sideways glance as if it's just a mediocre offering.
We'll take your offer.
It sounds delicious, whatever you're going to be cooking.
I'll whip us up something special for sure. And but yeah, when we pull in for the night and circle the wagons and you boys get your duties, give me a shout and I'll be ready, and I'll even uncork us a nice bottle of or a nice keg of ale. I
Well,
got one
you
stashed
can-
away.
Well, I'll tell you what. If anybody's interested in learning how to shoot a crossbow, we got a few extra. We're willing to teach them.
More importantly, Mr. Findazzle, do you have any wine?
He literally just said he'd open a bottle.
Ratmek just sighs. He does a full body sigh.
I thought he said a keg. He was going to get a keg of
Sir.
ale.
What kind of scholar would I be to not have wine? Of course I've got wine. Granted, it might not be of the caliber that a man of your breeding would be used to, but nonetheless,
What
it
is-
is good wine.
What is the wine you are talking about? Is some sort of beverage?
Disgusting great
Yes.
things.
Rygar, it's an excellent beverage. Only a fine, intelligent individual can understand the complexities of wine. I think you should try
Ratmek does a full body shake of his head at Rygar.
What is wrong with you? I would like to try some of this wine. See what this type of beverage, being that I've only tested water only.
No drinky. Make head hurt.
Make a beverage that hurt you. Why would people drink this if it hurts you? Makes no sense.
Rat Mac just gives a shrug. Then he goes to
It's not going
fiddling
to
with
hurt you,
his
Rygar.
mechanic. He goes to fiddling with his mechanical hand.
Well, hey, boys, you all come on by, and for those of you that want ale, we've got it. And Rygar, I'll even get out an extra special bottle of wine. Because it's your first
Sounds-
time, apparently, and it's the most wonderful drink in the world.
Well, if it is, then I would like to partake of this type of beverage. If it's the most wonderful, I would not oppose to anything that makes you feel wonderful. Although I don't understand why Ratmeg does not like this drink, but then again, I seen Ratmeg eating a person, which is quite disgusting.
I can't say I've ever thought of that sentence coming out in that particular order.
Oh, that was
Anyway,
very good.
let's keep going.
I mean, if that's any reason to discard Rat Mac's
Um,
advice.
During the travel, I'll take a rest. I'll take a short rest and then give Ratmac a short rest after mine as we're traveling.
Yeah, I
Rat
wouldn't
Mac
mind
nods
taking a
and
short
goes
rest
along
either.
with us.
Yeah, that's no problem. And one short rest coming up for everyone.
Hey, full hit points.
It seems I don't need to heal. I dodged those bullets, those arrows.
Yeah, that actually was pretty impressive.
Rat Mac
Although
nods.
Although I'm still trying to figure out why I landed on that horse, but I guess it will be one of life's mysteries, like when me waking up
course.
and having no recollection.
Maybe you're just a showman. You know, you like to show off.
Yeah, it was
maybe
like
I'll-
those arrows went out of their way to avoid you.
Rat Mac
It might
shakes his
be-
head again. No think words. No waste time.
Brom
But the mag, why you don't like to think?
Elbows right back in the shoulder. Pay attention when we're driving. You almost ran us off the road.
Yes, and your position has been upgraded since you have performed your duties so well. They are putting you at the front of the caravan to look for trouble down the road.
Rygar kind of just goes around the area. Being a
Cal
little
acts
cautious.
as if he's not surprised.
And the rest of the day goes by uneventfully, and occasionally some. Let me rephrase that. The rest of the day goes by uneventfully, and you come to a clearing that it's obvious that this is a popular caravan pull off. And, as per protocol, they arranged the wagons in a circle.
I believe we are stopping here for the day, no?
Yes, yes.
Very
And,
well.
all the merchants, they start taking care of their horses and whatnot, and the pilgrims and Calamaris, you rode with the with the pilgrims, and they were nursing your every need and making sure that you are getting healthy.
I may be a little bit more injured than they originally believed, if that makes
Um,
sense.
Brom will go around the camp, chopping down all the branches that are hanging too far over, and just generally cleaning up the place. Chops down a few trees quite quickly.
Rygar kind of looks around to see what everybody's doing, clueless, and is like, geez, everyone's kind of taking down his gear, so he begins to take down his gear too. Still clueless at what's going on.
Ratmax kind of disappeared for a little bit, though occasionally you spy a furry shadow slinking between the carts.
And Ratman, a little while, it's been like 20 or so minutes since the caravan has stopped, and you feel this hand grab you by the scruff of the neck, and it it picks you up and it starts looking at you, and you're pretty much eyeball to eyeball with Curly Bill.
What you want?
He's like, well, I don't want you, and he starts headed back towards your wagon. And
Rygar
he's
What
show
you
up
do,
the
man
wagon.
thing?
I thought you all were keeping an eye on this. And he
Ah,
lets
Billy
you
Bill,
go,
what is the
Ratman.
meaning of this? Why you have Ratmig?
I got him sneaking around. You're supposed to be keeping an eye on him. Remember, I'm holding you responsible.
Ratmig, what are you doing? You're gonna get us in trouble. Stay here.
Alright, Mac doing job. Patrolling wagons.
Don't be sneaking around though. Make yourself known, man.
That dumb dumb.
Ratman.
Let's see me coming.
My apologies, Calibel. I was confused as to what we are doing. I must have lost track on Ratmig, but I will make sure I keep an eye on them from now on.
All right, you
Wrong.
better.
Brom yells out, Remek, if you steal anything, you're not going to get the gold at the end.
Here.
And man, we're supposed to protect, not to steal.
He huffs and he puffs and he stamps his little furry feet over to the fire.
Rygar kind of stands behind him, like with a serious glance, like trying to patrol him.
You see Brom
Had my
walk out with
roll
a
been
big-
one lower, you would have gotten by with it.
He wasn't even doing anything. He was just walking around looking.
Brom,
With the stealth.
It's just how he is.
piles up the fire nice and good. Puts enough wood in our carts and everything else just to keep it good for, about a week's worth.
Oh, wow. And the caravan members are very thankful that they didn't have to go out and find the wood. And, Brom, for a small fella, you're okay.
Thanks.
Cal tries to get up from the pilgrim's wagon as if he's in intense pain. I've got to make a dinner tonight.
Oh, and they are just extremely concerned and so forth. And you really don't need to go. You haven't had a long rest yet.
Don't worry about me. It's important to my team that I make this dinner.
No.
Ratmech holds up his furry paw.
No do thing, man thing.
I don't know what thing man thing is, but I'm gonna
You
make this
man
dinner,
thing.
and then I'll come back here to rest for the evening, in case something more serious were to develop from my wounds.
Ratmech
As
starts pushing at your legs to go back.
as Brom sticks on a piece of wood and one there by carts, you hear him like, Twinkle Toes.
Twinkle
What is
toes.
going on here?
And Riger, you see Finn Dazzle walk up beside you, and he's like, "Hey, are you ready to try that wine?"
Is you having the dinner ready?
Oh, I've got stew on, and after a few glasses of wine, trust me, it'll be the best stuff you have ever eaten.
Well, I won't oppose to this new wine. Is there enough for my companions and I?
Oh, I've got plenty. You know, you've all saved a caravan. It's the least I can do is get you drunk tonight.
I don't know what this drunk means, but okay, I guess I don't mind trying it.
Oh, it's the best feeling in the world.
I must ask
And the
though that
worst feeling the next morning.
was feeling. What do you mean was feeling?
You'll find out the hard way.
I do ask that Ratamega accompany me because I must keep an eye on him. Otherwise, Curly Bill will not be very happy.
Ratmek furiously shakes his head and immediately scurries behind Brom, clutching his cloak and hissing at Rygar.
Ratameg, get over here. Ratameg, you have to be. I have to watch you. You are my responsibility.
Uh, you know, your familiar really interest me, and yes, I would look forward to spending time with both you and your familiar. You know, him and Peppercorn could have a lot to talk about, and you know, I know that rats like cheese, and he pulls out uh, this round of cheese that's probably the size of a softball. You know,
Ratmek's tail twitches.
and you can even see that it's got holes in the cheese.
He immediately drops from behind Brom and starts crawling forward along the ground like he's stalking a prey as he gets closer and closer.
With a long line of drool across the ground.
Well, I don't know what the familiar is, but Ratmeg seems to be interested in that cheese you seem to be holding.
His eyes look at nothing else.
Rom lights another cigar. This is going to be fun to watch.
Well, I believe we can go and have that wine of yours that you are kindly offering. That seems to be the best drink and the best beverage in the world that Calimaris seems to have mentioned.
Well, you guys have some fun. I'll take first watch.
You're not going to join us, Bram.
Not for now. He hops on top of the cart. This is going to be fun to watch anyway.
Very well. Will you be joining us, Calimares?
Yes. If these fine pilgrims will allow me to come visit for a meal, even though I'm heavily wounded, I think I can make it.
Heavily wounded? You do not seem to be heavily wounded.
And let me get another deception or performance from you.
They're pretty much the same. I'll go with deception.
Um, yeah, the pilgrims are really extremely concerned, and uh, you know, you have convinced them maybe a little too well, and you know, they're even going to help you walk over to Findazzle's wagon
Perfect.
And all the rest of the caravan, there's whispers going back and forth about the brave individual that took an arrow for the caravan, and
It seems that Calamares has a following. The pilgrims like to follow him around.
I'm just a man doing his job.
A masterful tactician, Calamares. Come along, Ratmeg. Time to drink this wine.
He's
and
following along very closely behind Zambini.
and Calamaris, you happen to exchange glances with Findazzle, and he kind of winks at you. Like,
Can I make some sort of like a insight check to see what he might be winking about?
you think he realizes that you're full of shit right now.
All right, then I'll wink back.
But, he takes you over to, his wagon. And
I'm just gonna play along at this point.
it is completely decked out. And like I said earlier, everything is very extravagant, and he's got a bed, and everything in there, including the bar, is gnome-sized. So, who's taller than a gnome?
I'm 5'10", so this is not the comfort I was hoping for.
Yeah, I'm 6. Yeah, actually, I'm 5'10" as well.
Uh, and he's like, "Oh, gentlemen, I'm terribly sorry. Sometimes I forget just how small my people are. So let's sit outside." And he reaches into a little compartment at the back of his wagon, and he pulls out these chairs, and you grab a hold of each corner, and this wooden frame stretches out, and you've got material that forms these seats, and you've never seen anything like it before. And he's got half a dozen chairs in this itty bitty little compartment. And you're all sitting around the fire, and the stew is delicious. And he cracks open the bottle of wine, and if you like wine, it's a good wine. Um, Not quite up to your taste, though, Calamaris. And Riger, I'll let you decide whether or not you actually like drinking the wine.
Can I do a perception check to just smell the wine? Just because I'm curious. I'm like, what is this? I've never seen a drink
Yes.
like this before.
You
Okay.
definitely can.
All right, I will do a perception here. Where are they?
Cal will swirl around in his glass, take a whiff of it, take a sip, and kind of chew on the wine a bit, and then make eye contact with Findazzle or Findizzle, and just kind of be like, "That's a fair wine."
Yeah. So Rygar just kind of smells it, kind of gives a little like funky, like a little like, oh, what is this? But proceeds to slowly take a sip of it, and he kind of gives a little like small spit, like not realizing that it was not what he was hoping for, and he's kind of confused, and he's like, "Is it quite a bitter kind of drink?"
For some
Rat Max
people, it's an
size.
acquired taste, and Ratmick by now, he has given you this hunk of cheese, and you're actually up on the back of the wagon, and you are curled up on the small couch that's built for a gnome, eating this cheese, and right beside of it is Peppercorn, his magpie, and he is in a cage that is every bit as extravagant as the wagon that you're in.
Ratmek is just completely wrapped around this cheese wheel, gnawing on it.
Oh,
Occasionally he'll glance at Peppercorn, but he's very occupied right now.
and you can't remember the last time you had a bite of cheese that tastes like this. I mean, it's exotic. It's everything. It's the cheese you dream about.
It really is.
I'm
Yeah.
still very confused on why people like this drink. As he continues to try to take small sips and continues to do little spit takes.
Ah, stop that man thing. Swallow. No taste.
It tastes quite a bitter. I don't like it. I
Swallow,
said
swallow.
acquired. The gnome said that we had to do acquired taste. I'm trying to acquire it, but it's too bitter for me.
He no mean literally. Just
Well,
swallow drink. No taste it.
this might be too fancy of a wine for you to start with, and uh, Calamaris, before I put this bottle up, would you like another glass of it?
I don't think you know how aggravating it is to me personally to see alcohol wasted.
Maybe just half a glass.
Okay, and he pours you a half a glass, and he puts the cork back on it, and he's like, now I might have just the wine for you, and he reaches into another compartment. He's like, oh, I know I got it here. I know I got it, and you see him digging and rumbling through, and he comes out with this bottle. And um, Calamaris, you know that um, wine should not be blue, and
Mm.
uh, you recognize it as one of, not that you ever have indulged in it, but you recognize it as one of the lower end bar wines. And Findazzle, he looks over at you, Rygar, and goes, yeah, I think you'll like this one. It's called Blue Hawaii. And he, instead of having a cork, it's got some sort of like a screw top lid on the bottle.
This guy's
And
kind of odd.
I
he,
don't know. I don't like this wine tasting. I don't know if I want to try more bitterness.
oh, no,
Finn, I
no,
don't know what.
no. This is very sweet.
Is it a wine as well? Is it a acquired taste, like you said?
Uh, you don't have to acquire as much taste for this wine. And,
Rygar, this is sort of a beginner's wine. And I'll give Findazzle a sideways glance of disapproval.
Well, I suppose if you say it's sweet and not bitter, like this other wine you have given me, I would like to exchange this wine for that blue wine that you are offering. If you say it is sweet, perhaps
Oh,
Calamaris like to take my glass.
Certainly, I would. I'll hold on to your glass until you try this. I'm not going to take your pour, but go ahead and give this a shot.
And it tastes like you're eating a blue snow cone. It is sweet. It's a little syrupy, and unlike the bitter stuff, it's not that bad.
Well, I don't know what the snow cone is, but your description of this drink.
He didn't. Nobody said snow cone. He's just describing it to you.
Still, I don't know what the snow cone is, but somehow that came into my picture of my mind, and perhaps from another life that I had. But your description of this beverage seems very intriguing. If you would like to pour me just a little bit, because it would be a shame if you gave me a full glass and I do not like it, and then I do not want to finish it afterwards.
You hear a rock. You feel a rock bounce off the top of your head, Rygar.
What is
Small
the
one.
meaning of
Just a pebble.
Ratamek? Stop it again! I thought we finished with the pebbles.
You guys hear Brom laugh in the background. You see him pull out from I don't know, like a whiskey bottle, take a couple sips, and just starts just enjoying this conversation.
This Kelsey, this whiskey bottle.
Ratamek, try this blue drink, Ratamek.
Ratmek flicks his tail at Rygar and continues to gnaw on his cheese.
And Findazzle, Rygar, you want to roll a perception, and we'll see if you like this wine or not.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, can I roll perception to kind of do the same thing that it did with the red wine and see if like I can want to smell it, see if it is in fact sweet like you say it is.
It smells like farts.
It smells like farts.
It
Tastes great though.
Oh yes.
Oh, you fucking love it.
Yeah.
I take a whiff of it and I kind of get a grimace look, like, I don't know about this drink.
Go ahead, try it. You'll like it.
He kind of takes the wine and he kind of does like a little like dog lick, where he like just sticks his tongue and like licks it, like kind of smacks his lips a little bit. And it's like, it doesn't taste sweet, but it does not taste bitter to me.
As he talks, the bottle just gradually starts moving more to his mouth until he's just sucking down the wine.
But I guess it's acquired taste.
Well,
I guess.
I don't know if I like it, but
But let me have some more. He takes and he
Okay.
gradually starts.
I'm gonna need a few more tastes to see if I really like this.
And
Truly an acquired.
Findazzle is a great host. He's entertaining. He's charming. You can tell that he is intelligent. And
You're
let's see.
wise.
And let's see what else I want to share at this point in time. But yeah,
As the
he's
party set,
go
go on.
ahead. Go ahead.
As the party, as the staff starts settling down, you hear Brom yell, it's just me. Does Ratmac have fleas?
I feel a little fuzzy from this drink, but I feel good.
Yes, you pretty much have finished the bottle of the blue wine, and you're feeling good, and
Mr. Findazzle, since when are there two of you? I thought there was only one of you. I see you have a twin.
yeah, he comes and goes occasionally,
Uh,
and
this
but
good drink.
during the evening, Findazzle, he's talked a little bit about, his travels in Greenwald, and that, he's a scholar, and um, Calamaris, let's make an Arcana roll, if you would.
I don't think he's here.
For me? Sorry.
Yeah, Calamaris, Arcana roll. And thanks for that, Chaos.
Super smart.
Yeah, that's worthy of click to play on the. Yeah, Ratmick, I'm figuring by now that you're probably half asleep and in a cheese coma. But Calamaris, you're pretty sure that he's a wizard.
I figured.
And just the use of like Ratmick being referred to as a familiar. And you know, during this entire evening, he knows that you've got some magical power, and he's wondering why your familiar is hanging around Rygar all the time.
Does he actually ask me that?
No, he's just got this weird look occasionally, and uh, you're smart enough to know that it's not because of Ratnick's manners.
He's still got a little bit of bandit hanging off his chin.
And
I'll
he's also
I'll,
asked about your travels and so forth through the world and family, and it's been a nice little social get together, and with okay wine and less than okay wine, but the food was really good.
I'll go ahead and kind of talk to Findazzle, and I'll address him as Finn, like we're buddies from a long time ago, even though it might be a little inappropriate, and kind of offhandedly remark about how Ratmac, m- you know, I'm not going to say it specifically outright, but just kind of be like, yeah, he's kind of my familiar, but um, in uh, giving him a little leeway to be kind of his own person makes him a lot more powerful than a normal familiar, and kind of try to sell that to him like, hey, if you just let things go a little bit with your familiar, they can develop into this kind of super powerful individual that can really help you out on the battlefield.
Yes, I can understand that. You know, Mm. And there's so much more than pets. They become friends. Um,
Indeed, Ratmek is a true friend.
Yeah, Ratmeg. Ratmeg, come here, Ratmeg. Rygar's slurring his words a little bit.
and he's AFK. But it's really getting late, and as much as I hate to say it, I am getting up there in years, and well, I need my rest.
Do you have any more of that blue drink?
uh, Trust me, you don't want any more tonight.
I was going to save it for later
Right.
today.
Rygar, let the man get his rest. We'll visit with him tomorrow.
That boy doesn't hold his liquor.
It sounds good. Ratmeg, where are you? Ratmeg, I need to hold you, Ratmeg.
Huh?
Ratmeg
Come here.
immediately sits up, grabs his cheese, and he darts off into the darkness.
Come here, Ratmeg, where you going? You're going zigzag. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, I think I need to lie down.
Cal will walk back to the pilgrim's wagon for sort of a secondary checkup to make sure he's okay.
Rygar drunkenly follows Cal and then just falls over before he even reaches the wagon.
And Cal,
Pilgrims, my friend, he has suffered some sort of injury. You should take care of him, as well as me.
and they walk over to him, and it's like, sir, he's not injured. He's drunk.
Hey, it is Cal's friends. You follow him everywhere you go. I have noticed. I see you everywhere. I thought there was only 3 of you. I see 7.
And
Well, my
Brom
friends,
hops down off the car.
Rygar
walks up
may have
to-
been the hero of the battle, so I think we should take care of him.
Brom hops off the cart, walks down to Rhaegar, grabs him by the foot, and then drags him towards his sleeping bag.
Hey,
Shove-
what does that
shoves,
mean?
shoves him in it.
What are you doing?
We'll see how I feel in the morning. And he kind of walks back up to his watching spot.
Where is Ratameg? He needs to be here.
The last thing you see as you fall asleep is a pair of beady red eyes watching you from the darkness.
As he whispers, Ratameg.
and Cal,
Yeah, I'm just trying to milk these pilgrims for everything I can get.
What are you trying to milk them for exactly?
I don't know, any type of free luxury I can get.
They're pilgrims.
Trying to
Yeah,
give
but
him
I saved the party by jumping in front of an arrow that could have killed someone else, and hopefully they can help me out.
They're pilgrims. They've got water, books, and an alarming amount of self-guilt. That's all they can offer you.
And I'm hoping that self-guilt gets me a really good place to sleep.
not to mention that a couple of the pilgrims' daughters are kind of hot.
They're
See?
pilgrims too.
See?
Have you never dated a preacher's daughter?
It's not a good idea.
Granted, they're psycho, but they're fun.
still hot.
See?
You feel a tiny little rat paw jerk at your robe, Kalmaris. He's like,
No, not worth it.
Get your paws out of my robe.
One girl that's particularly attached to you, Kalmaris.
Rygar kind of whispers, boobies.
Jesus Christ. Ratmek's gonna go and settle down with Brahm to watch the perimeter.
Okay, and Cal, the pilgrims take you in, and they find you a nice spot on a bench to sleep, and unfortunately,
Heavily wounded. Heavily wounded.
the father's like, "Don't worry, girls. I'll keep an eye on him tonight."
Son of a.
He's about to show you why Father Timothy has so many altar boys.
Unfortunately, that is also a problem.
Hey, right, Mac. After you've pass me your
Yes.
dagger. I'll give it a sharpen if you want me to, or you want to do it.
Ratmac will handle his own knives, thank you.
You see him just sharpening his wood cutting axe.
Ratmac will likewise look over his kit. And I think we're done for the night.
Yes,
Wow.
this is a good stopping point. I am gonna give you a long rest so we don't forget next time. Rest,
Yeah.
short, long.
I could use that.
I will heal up my already healed up.
And see, Cal, spending the night under a father's watchful eye, you feel really
sounds
healed the
creepy.
next morning.
Oh,
And lots of blue balls.
excellent. Oh,
Feels very flexible.
But you're sore for some reason.
Yeah,
I'm not going to mention it to anyone.
The walk of
He's
shame.
alright.
all right, gentlemen. Yeah, this is a great stopping point for tonight.
Yes. Awesome.
Mm.
Same next week.
Uh, yes. Yeah, 30th.
Mm.
So, yes, same time next week.
Yes. I have no thoughts. Not much to think about right now.
It might be a maybe for me for next week, being that I work into Sunday morning.
Okay.
I
Well,
can do
yes.
next week or whatever.
All right. Yeah, just send me a note and let me know if you're not going to be here. And Nighthawk should be here next week, so we won't be short anyone.
Alrighty.
All right. Well,
Cool.
gentlemen, thank you for a fantastic game, and
Yes.
hopefully the rat didn't scare the crap out of you.
Don't worry. I'm
Just
no
out of
no drinky for me tonight. So I'm pretty quiet.
Just out of curiosity, how do we do like experience and all that?
Oh yeah.
Normally, I'm a big fan of milestone, but on this one, we're gonna do XP for the initial part and have 38 XP from your guard fight, your bandit fight.
Perfect.
Yay!
Yay.
Really glad I chose to start with the barbarian.
Absolutely. I just really wish I would have got that crit on you instead of Cal.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
He-
little bit of bullshit, but that's fine.
I thought it was perfect. He
All
walks
right.
up there, big dick swinging, ready to clown on his lessers, and he just gets a crossbow bolt to the gut.
It's
Holy
literally a
shit,
crossbow
that
to the
hurt.
balls.
All right, gentlemen.
Uh,
Have a great week, and we'll see you next weekend.
Alright, thanks
See
for
y'all
Next
later.
weekend. Have a good night.
Yeah.
later.
Later. That was funny.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Well, that's what first half of the first box?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some role playing, and I am curious to see how quick these modules go through. Uh,
Mm.
but yeah, we got 20 days, and there's one definite planned subplot, as well as the random encounters to get you up to second level.
Yep. Well,
All right. Well, have a wonderful evening or morning. It's morning there.
it's because the daylight savings just changed. It's now 1:30
AM or PM?
p.m. now.
Okay.
So it would be it was 12. Now it's 1. It'll be interesting to see how long before the surprise gets revealed.
Yeah, I was trying with the cloak, and it's like I know
Yeah.
he's got the rolls.
Yeah. Eskies, like something's going on.
I don't know what, but I'll figure it out.
uh,
Hell, that
but
might
at the
drive
moment,
him back to drinking.
yeah, there's one ability I was wanting to talk to you about. I'm thinking of going the Barbarian of the Storm Herald. And it's got it's got an ability here. Like I kind of want, like one of them's cool, but the other one. So at third level, you get an effect you can do within within 10 feet of me. So if I choose Desert, any creature within 10 feet of me takes 2 fire damage each turn while I'm raging.
Ooh.